Yo, what's the deal? Grand rising, big E astrology. The knowledge be, it pours from the E so naturally. How you feeling? Forget about a Friday. Let's do it my way. I'm gonna take you on the astrological highway. Viernes, Friday, the day of the planet Venus. Date night, chocolates, romance, money, arts, culture, entertainment. Well, still got the Screen Actors Guild on strike and all that stuff. The world is crazy right now. I mean, just wild stuff going on, but you know me. Jupiter on the ascendant, Sagittarius second house. I'm optimistic. Listen, you got to choose your timeline. You got to choose your frequency. The Gemini moon is wrapping up today. We'll enter Cancer around 4 p.m. Eastern, but it's Friday, Astro-Weather, so I'll be back on Monday. So I will definitely take you through Saturday and Sunday, the Cancer moon that we will have half of Friday, all of Saturday, all of Sunday. And then the week we go into a Leo moon and the Leo new moon, which is on the 16th. Okay. So, that starts on Monday, then Tuesday, and a little bit of Wednesday. All right. So what's the deal? Economic issues, all that. I get tired of talking about the regular news. Who cares? It's about you. It's about how you're doing, how you're feeling. You have to avoid the noise, but you also have to choose to see with this eye, right? You have to really tune in, activate it, do your breath work, do the work, okay? I mean, I will say I'm far from perfect, but I do the work. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, yesterday morning, lifting weights, meditating, grounding, earthing, and trust me, I'm surely not bragging. I feel that I need this because I'm trying to escape the matrix. I'm trying to be free. I'm trying to strengthen and increase my spiritual man, increase my self-love, all those things. So if you want to rock with me, you want to follow, what I do, I'm more than happy to share. But we're all trying to do our best, and some people actually are not trying to do their best. Some people are just trying to kind of be stuck in the nightly news, the programming, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, CNN, Fox, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Listen, BlackRock and Vanguard own everything. You guys have got to start to see what's happening and going on in this world. Now, this Gemini moon, the chart, I'll be bringing it up shortly. I'm looking at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific for today, Friday, August 11th. And my boys turned 10. I think I might bring them in for the Astro-Weather for Monday for their big day. So I'm really excited for them. My heart. Look, my parents were Aries and Taurus. I'm a Virgo. My sister was a Libra. My half sister that passed away was a Taurus. My sons are Virgo, Gemini, and Leo. My wife's a Pisces. My mother-in-law is Aquarius. So yeah, a lot of signs I got covered, but I definitely got a little extra love for the Leo, Virgo, Geminis, for my boys, and obviously wifey a Pisces, and my mom and dad Aries, Taurus. So. And a lot of dear Libra friends, and then my sister is Libra and Taurus. So, but I'll say this. This Gemini moon is squaring Neptune early this morning, and Neptune retrograde, and the Uranus retrograde is coming up at the end of the month. I forgot when the Jupiter retrograde starts, but that'll be coming. We're moving a little bit from the square. You're still going to feel it today. Venus, Uranus square, it's at 21 degrees now. Venus is moving along the retrograde. But it's going to be Cazimi with the sun on the 13th, right? That's Sunday. And so there may be some realizations in terms of things being illuminated about your relationships. The sun, can burn out the house that it's in, where your Leo's in, and it can, kind of burn the planet. It will illuminate things though. So even about your values, your money, your self-love, your relationships, your partnerships, you got to really see what's, rocking in your heart. And you may find out on the 13th what you really think or feel, or take note of it. Okay. In the cabeza. Tu sabe? You know what I'm saying? So really think about that. But this Gemini moon squaring Neptune retrograde, there can be, I don't know, you could wake up like in a real fog and a real haze. Purple haze. Like mixing up stuff, do. But yeah, so obviously, we're still doing a little bit of that Uranus Venus square. Awakenings, sudden events, around the values, the money. Obviously, the stock market's doing what it's doing. You got different countries around the world doing their things. My prayers to everybody in Maui, these fires, that's part of the square. The Uranus in Taurus, hashtag New Earth, extreme weather. Okay. Squaring the Leo Venus and Leo season. It's hot. Things on fire. Okay. But Mars is going to get very close to, it's only 3 degrees away. So you're going to start to feel over this weekend, this Mars trine Uranus. Okay. And the Mercury conjunct Mars and Virgo. So let's not get into, extra fiery conversations around practical, analytical, logical things. Even, with Mars and Mercury, you could just be a little verbally aggressive. You'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't make any sense. Nitpicking, stuff like that, poking at each other, doing different things. So you have to really be mindful of that and understand that that's what's going on. And Mercury conjunct Mars, it can be kind of volatile with your words, with your logical mind. But you can harness and use this energy, Mercury conjunct Mars, to also problem solve, analyze logistics, figuring things out in your life. You know what I mean? Especially in the lens of Virgo. Virgo is about wanting to fix things, be of service to humanity, right? Being logical and analytical. And I tell you, Virgo is the best personal assistant. Virgo will literally cheer anyone on without emotion. They analyze and assess, just the facts, ma'am, just the facts, and that's needed, Virgo's not caught up in the drama of the Leo season and the Taurus and these fixed signs and energies. Okay. Now, what you're also going to see is this energy with the, this moon entering into Cancer early tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. You're going to see the trine, the Cancer moon trining Saturn retrograde. Okay. And, you're dealing with the deep inner knowing, the sensitivities, the feelings, the intuition, the moodiness, the nurturing and caring of this Cancer moon. And this is where you can be like, you know what? I'm going to place in these healthy boundaries about like, all right, the kids need to just chill and wait. My wife's really good at that. She's like, I'm meditating. This is what I'm doing. You guys got to be patient. This is mom or dad's quality time, but also setting the healthy boundaries, for your kids. If you're, different states, Florida, Arizona, other states where kids are back to school, I had some kids coming by my house, last night on a school night, Thursday night at freaking 8:45. I'm like, y'all got to go home. It's a school night. Go to bed. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural, racial thing. Black parents don't be playing that. These were, my friends, they're Caucasian friends. But I want to ask them, like, you're okay with your kid being out at 8:45 at night on a school night? I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do you think? Is that like a Caucasian thing? Is it just the white folks in Scottsdale, Arizona thing? I don't know, because that's a trip to me. I was like bugging. I'm like, y'all gotta get up out of here. I could have been in my jammies. But anyway, let's go to the chart and we will break everything down, looking at the astro weather. And I'm going to also look at a little bit of Saturday and Sunday and show you those charts as well. All right. Pew. So here's the chizzy. Remember, we don't look at the ascendant. This is for the whole day. But like I said, this is 12 noon Eastern. And at around 4-ish Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, the moon will be entering Cancer. So you see this moon rocking along, right? Sort of, wrapping up in Gemini. And, there can be you could do a lot of daydreaming when this Gemini moon is, squaring Neptune retrograde in Pisces. You could be kind of like, on different timelines mentally and emotionally. You're just like, I don't know, but you could have brain fog. You literally can early, especially around even lunchtime on the East Coast. Okay. And there could be some things on the Friday news dump in the news, some things about petroleum, pharmaceuticals, oil, things about gas prices, right? I mean, we're still, they're going to wait till September for the Fed to see if they're going to lower interest rates or whatever, things like that. But, you got these fires in Maui. There's just a lot of stuff going on. But we still obviously have the Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, and you're still going to feel, you see this Saturn is going to be moving soon. Remember, this is what, to like November 3rd or 4th, the retrograde. But you're going to be, and you're still having a square of Neptune in the galactic center. I haven't been talking about that much in the Astro-Weather, but there's definitely some delusions about the galactic, some alien beings and things being revealed and people being visited and maybe some things that are not aligned with the Galactic Federation. Who knows? That's not up to me. But Mercury's still kind of trining Jupiter. Jupiter's just not moving, right? It's at 14 degrees, but Mercury at 16, it's still, but you see it's very close to the Mars conjunction, 16 to 19. Obviously the Libra and the Aries, North and South node, they're still rocking, and the 27 degrees. So they're still in the T-square, so there still can be this pendulum swing of like karmic fate, like things being released and let go of, and you feeling more independent and, the push and pull almost like of our society. Like we're being pulled apart, like the rubber band could snap at any time. Things are fragile. People are heated. It's a hot summer and there have been a lot of different things happening. And so I think the best thing to do is to know that what's going to happen with these systems and structures crumbling is still going to be for your highest and greatest good. And remember, I said through your meditation and your spiritual discipline, you can choose the frequency and the timeline that you want to be on, right? If you're deciding to choose love over fear, you're not going to get caught up in that news cycle feed and the fear and the propaganda and the this and that and the fights and arguments and deception. You're going to be focused on the love. You're going to be focused on the gratitude and being your truthful, authentic self, which is the best advice, especially as this Pluto goes back into Aquarius January 21st, 2024, all the way to September. Then we got that final last cleanup from September to I think the end of November in 2024 around, during election day, Pluto Capricorn at that 29th degree. It's going to be something. Get your popcorn ready. So, that's where we're at, with this situation. But I think, I want you to understand too, we're going to have the Juno going into Leo. Okay. And maybe we'll see this in Saturday or Sunday's astro weather. but that's going to shift, especially with, the Venus retrograde in Leo and the Lilith as well. Juno's the asteroid of long-term relationships, commitment, and marriage. So this is also that feeling of you desiring the commitment, the summer love, even though Venus is in retrograde. So this is where you can get tripped up and caught up in falling for the wrong person, the ex, this and that. It's not time to start anything new. This is the time for introspection, and you can improve through some sudden arguments or conversations or spiritual awakenings, right? With the square, aligning your values and self-worth, and, even married couples, making sure they're planning their finances, their savings and investments, and really draw closer. And I think even Juno being in Leo, and then the Lilith with the root and then the heart chakra, you can really, this is a time to, through deep conversations, intimacy, and introspection, where you can really draw closer in your commitments. Okay. And then obviously we'll, talk about on the 13th with the Cazimi, that's where things will really be illuminated for the collective. And you look at your chart where the Leo is, so I want you to do that. But yeah, let's peep out the chart for tomorrow. All right, so now this is 12 noon and 9 a.m. for Saturday, right? We're getting into August 12th, and dun 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 dun. So we see the moon moving along, right? And remember I told you early in the morning, so here it is at 8 degrees. So let's see, 12 noon, 6 hours before, maybe 5. So around 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, the Cancer moon will be in a trine to Saturn and Pisces, okay? Retrograde, sorry, And so that's where you're going to have this nice flow. And look, see, I told you it was moving. Now it's 4 degrees, okay? So then maybe that was more like 6 a.m. The Cancer Saturn trine on Saturday, August 12th, okay? So you could really be, getting in and out of your sleep and waking up and just feeling so spiritually disciplined. Maybe you do, an early morning yoga or meditation or some sort of spiritual practice early Saturday morning. You may feel inspired to do it. And you may even want to start the discipline of starting your dream book. That can be really powerful and beneficial and helpful, okay? The Venus, it's still moving along, and it's, moving quickly, still in this square. But you see Leo, okay? So we're rocking at this 19 degrees here, and for Saturday, it's, getting closer to this Sunday Cazimi, okay? So 20 and 19, so you're going to see they're going to be kissing each other on Sunday, morning, all right? And then the Juno, right, is getting ready to go in too. So we'll see for Sunday, but, Jupiter, I think the main thing about the Uranus and Taurus, and we think about Maui and just the fires and the temperature, this extreme weather, you guys, is going to be going on for a while. But I think things will calm down when Jupiter conjuncts Uranus. And that's a great time for heightened spiritual gifts, maybe getting into the clairvoyance and clairsentient and all, I don't know all that stuff like that, but your intuition and psychic abilities can really heighten. Now that's still months away, but when Jupiter and Uranus come together, and I'm going to see that quite a bit in 2024, it can be a wonderful time for people to really accentuate and heighten their spiritual gifts and abilities. So, look forward to that, be excited, and The nodes, Capricorn, everything's still the same. But I think, the Cancer moon, there could be a little bit more of the barbecues, family time, especially if you're, more East Coast and the summer's starting to wrap up and you're getting ready for Labor Day and back to school, or that last vacation. You're like, oh, I just got to get away. For us that are already back to school, for the kids, you're just like, oh man, can summer end and can it cool down? Um, it's like 40% humidity, 109 degrees out here where I'm at. So, you gotta excuse a brother. But just take the time to appreciate this Aries North Node and be inspired, to really remember when the chart came for the nodes, it was in the sixth house. So it's really still that focus on being the independent leader for your work, health, service, hygiene, right? Getting that boost of Aries energy where it's the cardinal fire sign, it's initiating and getting things done. Okay? So we're going to go and check out Sunday. Yeah, so August 13th, shout out to my boys, Nelson Oliver and Mitchell Grimes. I think that's their birthday, day before my boys. So August 13th, you see this Cancer moon moving along, and the Cancer moon is going to get to this place where it will late Sunday night on the 13th, the Cancer moon is going to hit. It's going to be in a trine of Neptune and Pisces. Okay. And, you're talking, actually, the reality is it's going to be early in the morning on the 14th, before, Monday, like early afternoon, before it gets into Leo for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. So early Monday morning. So you may start to feel it a little bit with the 3-4 degree orb. So when you go to bed Sunday night on the 13th, just really ask for your highest and greatest good with your spirit guides. You know what I mean? Maybe do a little guided meditation, do some breath work Sunday night. But just understand that there could be, I don't know, I got a funny feeling the news cycle on the Sunday news shows, there's going to be some revelations, some things revealed. And remember, this Mars-Uranus trine, now you see it, Mars is at 21 degrees, and the Uranus is at 22. So this trine is powerful and explosive, but usually in a positive way. So this could be about, the jewelry, the gold prices, the crystals, the gems, about your savings, about your crypto investments, maybe, positive stuff around even growing your own food in your farm, really trying to get into exercise, your physical body. Coming up this Tuesday, I mean, go hard on Tuesday, lift crazy weights. But Mars trine Uranus, it can be explosive, but usually it's explosive for the good. So maybe there's some things that are innovative around money or health, something innovative, even about art and culture, things that we value. This is a good time to get into a great practice of self-discipline, Tai Chi, the yoga, but something for self-improvement or self-love. Okay? So you got this. I know you got it. Enjoy. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to look at this. The sun, the Leo sun, right? The Karzebe. So yeah, it's this type of energy where you see here the sun and Venus. Okay, so it will illuminate things. And I think about Leo is the politician and then also the entertainers. So there's going to be some news on Sunday about the money, the values, how someone claiming there's not fair bargaining, that they're going to illuminate how more artists are going to be coming out and saying that. Did you see they were running this video and all the women from the Orange is the New Black were talking about how little they got from Netflix when they were like carrying the network and winning all those awards for those years. They were getting no money, and the residual checks were like pupu caco stinky. They were terrible. No dough, no dough, you know? And so you could see some things like that. You know, we definitely, there's going to be some interesting conversations had, and then we're still going to have to wait till next week for the Juno to get into but we will have the Moon Juno conjunction, you know, but we'll talk about that on Monday morning. So you guys enjoy, have a good Gemini moon and Cancer moon weekend. All right. For part of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you'll rock it to the Leo moon, you know, Monday afternoon, Tuesday and Wednesday for the new moon. And I'll be probably coming on live Saturday night talking about the Leo new moon. Okay, for Knowledge is Love 156, if you know what I mean. All right. All right, so as we wrap up the Astro-Weather, you know, it's a little longer on Friday because I take you through Saturday and Sunday. Thank you for listening, rocking with me. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Get ready for this Leo moon and the Leo new moon, and I'll be talking about it Saturday night on Knowledge is Love on my podcast. But just, you know, vibrate from your heart. You know, I know that the energies are wild right now, but we are not powerless. And so I think the best thing is to put on your own channel, your own frequency. You know what I mean? Choose your own timeline. If you want to ascend to the 5D, you want to exist in positivity and love, then you have the choice and the right to do that. You have the right to remove yourself from friends or groups or family members that you may feel are energy vampires and not supporting you, rooting you on, or have completely different ideologies and views from you. You know, you don't have to allow people to steal your joy, to ruin your positive energy. That's not what this game is about. This game is about self-empowerment, self-reliance, self-acceptance, being the individual leader, the Aries North Node. Be empowered. Use your throat chakra. Jupiter's in Taurus. Expand the throat chakra and speak the truth, right? Jupiter is the guru, the philosopher, right? You are valuing yourself and your self-worth. You got every right to do it. Go for it. All right? I don't care what nobody tells you. You tell them, hit up bigeastrology because I got your back. Leo birth chart sales rocking. Moon chart. Oh, I just announced my course, Astrology Foundations course, my second time teaching it. Okay, you will learn the signs, the planets, the houses, how to read a birth chart, chart rulership, a little bit of house rulership, and basic intro to medical astrology. We're going to look at so many charts. It's 9 weeks going to December 2nd. We're going to have Thanksgiving weekend off starting Saturday, September 23rd. TBA on the time, or TBD, right, to be determined. But it's $278. We can, you know, work out, you know, payment plans for installments. But that's the early enrollment. By September 15th, if you haven't joined, it goes up to $332. So that's a nice savings. So sign up early, right? $278. It's a great price. And you're going to learn how to read a birth chart. And then if you like that, you're ready. Because some of my people, they're waiting for level 2 from the first class. They're like, we're signing up already for level 2. Level 2, I'm going to be constructing it, but it's going to be from the end of February to the end of April. That's what's on the books now. And I will get that officially tied up for you guys. And that may not be 9 weeks. It may be 10 weeks. So we'll see. Either way, bigeastrology@gmail.com. Hit me up. Working. The new website's almost done. I'm telling you, it's looking good. And please sign up for Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric. Saturday, August 19th, 1 p.m. Eastern, 2 hours, only $20 over Zoom. I'm teaching a lesson on this Virgo season chart and Virgo Mercury retrograde. This is August 23rd. And then as a collective, my 11th house crew, we will be reading 2 Coffee Talk members' birth charts together as a group. Instant feedback of our interpretation and analysis, and it's the best way to make new friends and astrology friends and to learn astrology. All right? Have a blessed weekend. Forget about it Friday, baby. Venus. Biggie. Astro-Weather. Peace.